Hi guys, you're welcome to this wonderful episode of the course tutorial. If you look on my screen now, this is cPanel overview. For those of you that have reached this level, I want to this is how cPanel look like, and you get access to cPanel when you buy your hosting and your domain name registered. Then I don't know where you are working. I don't know the web hosting company you are working, but in most of the web hosting company, the cPanel look the same or slightly different. So right now, I want to show you how to. Uh, let's say you have I have a domain on this cPanel. I want to install WordPress. Okay. But before that, I'm going to show you how to create a database. After creating a database, before you install any PHP script on your cPanel to build a website, you need to create your own database. Okay, I'm going to create a database for that script. So from this cPanel, you go down to databases section. So I'm going to create if you create a database, it will be showing here. So I'm going to create a new database. You click on the database wizard. So once that is being clicked, you're going to be taken to this interface. So by default, this is the this is the diary of where whatever I'm creating is going to be installed. I mean the cPanel login. This is the cPanel username. So I'm going to create a cPanel, what they call it, a database under this cPanel. So maybe I'm going to give my database a name. So let's say I want to create something like online store. So I'm going to say online store 1. This is the database name. I move to the next section, next step. So when I move to the next step, we are going to create a database username. When you create a database, the database gets to have a username and the password of that username. So this database username, I'm going to use it like online store 2. You have to pay very attention here, because after this we are going to enter next section. So whatever you're putting, you can take your paper, you write down your database name and the user database. You use the database username for that database, because you can create as many username or as many database as possible. So this I can give it password like 1 2 3 4 5 6. Okay, then I give another one 1 2 3 4 5 6 to confirm the database. Though you say it's weak, but I'm going to leave it like that, so that just for the sake of this tutorial. So when you're creating your database and username password, make sure you use a very strong password. Okay, so we move to create user. So after creating the user, I think it's not going because of this password issue. Okay, so let's use password generator. When you use password generator, make sure you copy that password in case generate password. Okay, so I'm copying this password that they generated from me. So I'm going to use this password. So you got to put it somewhere.
so that you will not forget about it. Okay, so I'm going to open Notepad and put this password that I copied. So now we are set. We are going to create this user. Now everything is set on this section. So in the next part of this, we are going to give this user and this database all privilege according to what the cPanel give to us. So I wrote all privilege and you make changes. No, I don't want to make changes. Okay, all privilege, and I say next step. So you move. Now the database has been created. So like I told you, you can create as many as possible. So you can create another database, but this one is done. So we are going to return back to database. Okay, okay, this is where we are now. So now we have created this database. This is the database we created, online store 1. Now we create this database. Okay, so we created the user online store 2. This is the user. Now we are going to add a user to database. Pay attention here. We are going to add a user to this database. So let's go back to this database. What we created, our database online store 1. That is database name. So we are going to come here to choose. This is the user. User we created is online store 2. That's the user, while the database is online store 1. So we are going to assign this user online store 2 into this database online store 1. Once that is happened, we are going to add. Very necessary. It's kind of tricky, but very simple if you follow up. Okay, now once this is happened, the database is created, the username is created, we are given all privileges, and the we have assigned this user into this database, meaning that this user person is going to use this database. So you are now set to install a script on your cPanel. But in this tutorial, I'm not going full detail on how to install the script because it's going to exceed our given time for this recording. Now, let me say you are working with WordPress. Maybe you have WordPress installed on your cPanel. So let's go back to the cPanel interface. Now I want to install WordPress here. So from this WordPress, we go to software, Softaculous app installer. So I'm going to choose WordPress. So why I'm going here is because there are some scripts that are built for WordPress compatibility, meaning that you can use the script on WordPress. There are also some scripts that you cannot use on WordPress. You are going to use directly on the database that you created. But for this website I want to build, it has the script has WordPress compatibility. So I'm going to install a WordPress. Then instead of installing a theme on WordPress theme directory, I'm going to upload the custom theme. Okay, so now let's move on. I'm going to install WordPress. Let's go to blog, choose WordPress. So this is just tutorial sec. So I'm going to install WordPress. I'm going to give description and set up the site that I want to use on WordPress, where the domain where I want to install the script. So now what I'm trying to say is this: when you install or you upload your theme on a WordPress, it works the same way on that WordPress dashboard. The only difference is that it's going to give you some slides or some additional uh, features on that WordPress dashboard. Okay, despite that, every other thing on WordPress dashboard remain the same. Just you're going to have few additions of softwares. Okay, now my system is kind of down. When you install your WordPress on your site, then when you move on the section that says theme, then you rather use instead of installing a theme from WordPress, you then upload a theme. So I want to believe that from the previous videos you got, no need of wasting time here. From the previous videos you got, you've gotten overview on how to install a theme, how to install plugins, how to install your WordPress, both online and offline plugins to install. Now, I want you to also visit your dashboard, WordPress dashboard, then try to install a theme. On the upper level of that theme, you see where they said upload a theme. That is your script. So click there and upload a script. You can upload a theme, you can upload a plugins. Okay, so that will be all for now. So in the next videos, I'm going to walk you through on how to install the PHP script from scratch on the cPanel and start building your website, your PHP based website. Thank you for watching this video. I love you guys. See you